Hello BBN. He learned a lot from Pope at the U19 USA camp, and could he be a Cats guy? Would that be a bad move? Let's break it down. But first, subscribe to the channel for more Kentucky news. Christian Collins is an enigma in the world of college recruiting. His meteoric rise from the JV basketball court to No. 3 overall in the 2026 On3 industry rankings is a story of raw talent, rapid development, and an impressive ability to adapt to the growing chaos of national interest. But the question that looms over his situation and raises questions about Kentucky's involvement is it worth investing time and energy in a player who seems deliberately disconnected from the recruiting process? The St. John Bosco prospect has taken a peculiar approach to the avalanche of attention he's received. While other players at his level often fuel the hype with loud statements or public visits to colleges, Collins prefers to keep things low-key. He delegates much of the recruiting management to his mother, avoids creating clear timelines for decisions, and shows little enthusiasm for any specific program. To many observers, this approach may seem disinterested or even indifferent, especially when compared to the dedication of other elite recruits. And it raises a crucial question: should Kentucky continue to actively pursue a player like Collins? After all, in a competitive market where programs need to maximize their chances with every big name, devoting resources to someone who barely talks about recruiting can be seen as a risky gamble. Mark Pope and his staff have prioritized building authentic, meaningful connections with their targets. But with Collins, there's little reciprocity. He mentions intermittent conversations with Jason Hart and describes Kentucky as just another school on his long list of interested parties. There's no evident passion, not even a clear preference. That's not to say Collins isn't an exceptional talent. On the contrary, his presence at the U19 camp has already proven that he belongs among the best players of his generation. His ability to contribute off the ball, lead by example, and adapt to the needs of the team are rare and valuable qualities. On paper, he would be an excellent fit for Mark Pope's system, which values versatility and the ability to play multiple roles within the game. But modern college basketball isn't just about talent. It's also about chemistry, commitment, and a player's willingness to embrace the school's vision. Collins has been vocal about the fact that the deciding factor in his selection will be home, a sense of belonging and familiarity with the program. That puts Kentucky in a tough spot. While the program's storied history and the appeal of coaches like Mark Pope and Jason Hart might attract many players, Collins doesn't seem to be driven by those traditional considerations. He's looking for something more intangible, something beyond rankings, traditional promises of coaching development. If Kentucky can't convincingly convey that sense of family, he'll likely look elsewhere. Another consideration is the return on investment. Recruiting is a time and resource-intensive operation. With so many other high-profile names on the market, such as Jason Crow Jr., who has already expressed genuine interest in Kentucky, does it make sense for the program to focus its efforts on more accessible and engaged targets? Collins, with his reserved demeanor and lack of urgency, seems to require a different approach, one that may not align with Kentucky's immediate priorities. Some argue that Collins' silence should not be interpreted as disinterest but rather as strategy. He is focused on improving his game, maintaining his mental health, and avoiding outside distractions. This maturity could be seen as a positive sign, indicating that he is committed to the long term rather than momentary gains. Furthermore, his experience with USA basketball has shown that he is a player who thrives in competitive environments and knows how to excel. Perhaps for Collins, Kentucky needs to be patient and trust that when the time is right, he will make a decision based on genuine connections rather than outside pressure. Ultimately, the question that remains is, should Kentucky continue to pursue Christian Collins? The answer depends on how the program sees its immediate future. Let's analyze. I just saw an article talking about the recent recruiting achievement that is Lincoln Watkins. He is a 4-star tight end who promises to bolster the Wildcats' offense in the coming years. Watkins brings with him not only an imposing physique, but also a versatile profile that makes him a valuable weapon for the offensive system led by Mark Stoops. His signing marks an important moment in the construction of Kentucky's 2026 class, further cementing the program's reputation as an attractive destination for elite players. Watkins' decision to commit to Kentucky was catalyzed by an official visit to Lexington, which appears to have been decisive in his choice. During the visit, Watkins had the opportunity to get to know the program better, interact with the coaches, and visualize his future within the Wildcats' tactical scheme. This experience apparently sealed the bond between him and Kentucky, leading him to choose the Wildcats over other prominent universities, such as Florida, Nebraska, and Indiana. The program's ability to create meaningful connections with prospects, even outside of the traditional SEC catchment area, is a direct reflection of the strategic work of Mark Stoops and his staff. Lincoln Watkins comes to Kentucky with a solid 4-star rating from Rivals, where he ranks 16th among tight ends in his class and 8th in the state of Michigan. Those numbers are a testament to his potential to impact the game in both the passing and running game. His size and natural strength suggest he can be used as an effective blocker on the run. while his athletic ability suggests he will also be a constant threat on the passing game. That duality is exactly what fans want from a modern tight end, one who can open up space for running backs while also providing a reliable option for quarterbacks in critical situations. In addition, Watkins' hiring also represents a major milestone for Derek Shea, Kentucky's new tight ends coach. Shea took over the position after Vince Marrow left for Louisville, and his first major recruiting win is a clear sign that he is ready to maintain and even raise the bar set by his predecessors. Shea's ability to quickly connect with Watkins and convince him to join the program is a positive indication that he is aligned with Mark Stoops' vision and has the tools to continue attracting high-quality talent to the position. The addition of Watkins to the 2026 class also reflects Kentucky's growing influence on the national recruiting scene. While the program is located in a highly competitive conference like the SEC, its ability to identify and attract players from less traditional states like Michigan demonstrates an innovative and effective approach. This not only expands the program's reach but also reinforces the idea that Kentucky is willing to look for talent where other teams might not look, thus giving it a strategic advantage. With Watkins' arrival, BBN has solid reason for optimism. He has the potential to become a true game-changer on offense, offering solutions in both the passing and running game. His size and physical strength could make him a dominant blocker, while his athletic ability suggests he will be able to create separation against more agile defenders and provide a reliable outlet for quarterbacks. This combination of attributes is rare and extremely valuable, especially in a system that values versatility and adaptability. Do the next few years promise to be exciting for fans? We hope so. At least the draft is looking interesting. Comment below.